So the path has been weeded. I've stringed around the outside edge of the front garden, and I've mowed the lawn this morning. Not unreasonable, I don't think. On the front patio area, I've weeded in all the cracks. I also power washed as best I can with the lack of water most of the area. Where the shed sits in water, I'll point out that water collects in the bottom right hand corner, and this groove all the way along there is effectively the drain for this area, and it drains through into next door. And as you can see, when it gets filled with debris, it's difficult for it to escape. And also this bottom end of the shed is rotting where it's been sitting in the water. And it obviously sits in the water at this end. And when I've tried to power wash it, the water goes down to that end. I've not cleaned this area because it's all going onto the shed. I don't want to make the shed even worse than what it is with the dampness inside. But I've tried to wash the whole of this area with the water supplied by the landlord. Inside the shed you can see there is a bit of damp, and it's in that bottom corner where it gets very wet, and also there's a little bit of damp in this corner where it sits on top of that wet area. And actually you can see that there is an extra piece of timber looks like it's been placed at the back wall to support that. Likewise along this side at the bottom. Now the water supply, initially I did use on Sunday some of the water supply on the right hand tap, and Chris tells me that's a metered supply for her house. So I've had to use the farm, what she terms the farm supply, which is this one, which I'll switch off, which comes from a tank and is limited because after about 15 minutes of use it stops. So that's the best I can do with the facilities available to me. Chris asked me not to use a metered supply. Going around the back, I've weeded alongside both edges of the path. The patio is as we found it. It's clean, and I've mowed the lawn today to a suitable height for the conditions. Outside, the windows will be cleaned tomorrow on Wednesday the 6th. There's no damage, and it's more or less as we found it when we moved in. So the windows will be cleaned. I'm just going to pack away the power washer. I'm going to walk in, I've got wet feet, I'm going to try my feet, but tomorrow we will come back and finish off the cleaning. Chimney sweeper's been today, and this is his report, which I will leave for Chris and take a photo.